Hello and welcome back to the Household of Faith Daily Devotional videos. And today we're continuing on talking to you about the gifts of the Spirit. Now we're talking today about the gift of faith. And it is great faith that the Holy Spirit gives. We have all been given a measure of faith according to Paul, and that is true. And we develop our faith, and our faith grows depending upon our situations and our circumstances and how we apply it. But this is a supernatural gift of faith that the Holy Spirit provides to us. And I've heard people talking about this particular gift, and they say that, well, it is really for the people who work miracles and the people who have to go into places like Paul and people, missionaries and people like that who face overwhelming odds, and they are given this particular gift of faith so that they can do the work that God has called them to. And I don't dispute that. I do know that, like I said before, all of us can operate in all 9 gifts of the Spirit. All of us have the ability to be used by the Holy Spirit to operate whenever it is necessary. And that is something that is desirable. If you say, Lord, I want to be used in any situation, in any circumstance that I encounter, in any group of people that I meet, then He will use you if you are open and available for that. He does not discriminate when it comes to that. So that is one of the things that you really want to understand. Now, the next thing is that specific is that gift of faith. Okay, how does it work? Well, you can look at Paul's journey, his missionary journeys. It took great faith to be able to go to a brand new place that had never heard about Christ and face overwhelming opposition. And then, not only that, to have people come behind you and undermine everything that you've taught the people, and then to have to face them as well. That takes great faith. It takes great faith to stand up under adversity. Okay, those people who the original 12 apostles, all of them were martyred except for John. Everyone else was killed, and it's not that he didn't, they didn't try to kill him multiple times, but in order to spread the gospel, they really needed that faith. Now, can you grow your faith to such an extent that it compares to this? Well, I'm not sure. And the reason I'm saying that I'm not sure is because this is a specific gift, a specific empowerment of the Holy Spirit, that just like the word of wisdom and the word of knowledge, that's like those two are. And I don't think that there is any, well, in all honesty, we as human beings qualify and quantify, what's more important than something else. But let me tell you, there's a need for faith. There's a need for great faith. The person who lives under the poorest conditions and still loves God, that person who lives in some of the worst circumstances that you can imagine and holds true to God and true to their relationship with Him and grows in it, it takes great faith for that. It takes great faith to be on a job where you're constantly oppressed and you're maybe the only true believer that is there. It takes great faith to have to be there. So great faith operates in many areas. You could be a politician and facing overwhelming odds of the people around you, and you could be with one party or another, and you may not agree with what they're doing and everyone is against you. It takes great faith to maintain your integrity and your focus and your strength, and I'm talking about believers. It takes great faith to stand in when you're in a family, and the people who, let me just say this, there are people who have converted and they've been Muslim, they've been Hindu, they've been Buddhist, they've been spiritualists, they've been Wiccan, they've been Satan worshipers. I'm just gonna lay it out there for you. It takes great faith to be able to stand up against your family and leave what you've been taught all of your life and hold on to Christ. It takes great faith for that. So These are examples, just some basic examples of what great faith is and what it does in your life, okay? Thank you for joining us today, and tomorrow we will be continuing on, and let me see what the next one is. It says, oh yeah, and to someone else, the one Spirit gives the gift of healing. That is the one that's really, you know, like I said, none of them are more important than the other one, but we're going to talk about that because that's one that you do see a lot, okay? See you tomorrow.